Yes, and it's on. DC is taking no prisoners for 2022.
Wait, just before you go on, DC 2022 versus Marvel 2022.
Who am I bidding on? Marvel. Marvel. But I am a DC guy as well. I just like their dark theme and everything, and I can't wait for Black Adam, like you guys have just seen, to be out. I think it's one I'm going to really enjoy. However, I'm very suspicious about that Shazam interference because I thought Shazam was the weakest of them all. I'm sorry.
So, you know, when it comes to story, like backstory and everything, I think Shazam has the best story.
It's the most fun and comical.
So do you know why? Do you know why I say so? When I mean story, I'm talking about development of character. I mean, what the magical word stands for. The S, the strength of what now? The whole, you know how they stand for. So they take you through Greek mythology and all of that, and they put a lot into the character. The Shazam and all of that, the speed of Mercury, the Zeus, and all of that.
It was great. So, it was okay, but not a big fan. But hey, we can't wait for Black Adam to be out. And congratulations, DC fans! You guys are gonna have quite a year ahead of you. Now let's move on to something.
Can I mention that Aquaman is in there?
Who? Aquaman is coming out.
Yes,
coming out this year.
So that's the only one I'm looking for.
Really, I thought it was horrible too.
No, he wasn't.
DC are not really trying.
He doesn't look horrible though.
Aquaman had for visual effects, it was mind-blowing. Yeah. The underwater sequence, it made me remember Avatar. Visual effects were that good, and they had kudos for that one. Every other thing, not so super, grand. But let's see what they will do.
Let's see what they will do 2022. Maybe they'll adjust some things. Now, who's a gamer here? Did you guys play Uncharted? Because it was my very first experience into first-person games.
Yeah,
it was. I actually loved Uncharted. I would play it all the time until my daughter was born.
On what console were you?
Oh, on PS. I'm a PS guy.
No, I mean, what version of PS?
Was it what?
Did you start it with?
2. I think it was 2.
If you start with PS1, it's not Uncharted. You start with. You start with Suru.
But here's a good thing: Uncharted the movie is out, and it's got Tom Holland in it, Mark Wahlberg, Antonio Banderas, some great names in there. Let's see the preview. When we get back, we'll be telling you what we think about the movie.
Billion, easy. So when do we start? Yeah, put that in your head. So much blood.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uncharted,
so
fantastic.
This is the classic treasure hunter, Raiders of the Lost Ark in a modern take on it.
Yeah.
But then with some great graphics
it is,
in there as well.
It is
really
wonderful stunt sequences also, if we must add. And that's the idea of the whole Uncharted universe, the whole stunt sequences and all of that.
I think it is a very good introduction, and it's a very good origin story for the character itself. Drake. It's a very interesting introduction to movies for the games. I think it's going to go on to be much more than just a movie, maybe a series. It's the modern iteration of what Indiana Jones was from before. These are two treasure hunters who are meeting, and Mark Wahlberg playing a much more mature guy and looking for the next big break. I like the way it goes. It's not cheesy in any way, but my only grouse, and it's not too much of a grouse, is that Mark Wahlberg is the same guy in every single movie. It's like watching Transformers without the robot. His quirks are the same. His angst is the same. His movements,
his responses, his reactions.
I know. I would not have placed him as a stereotypical character, but now you say it. What I did was I started going back through some of the movies that I've seen him in, and yes, he does have that same expression.
Yeah, but it works. Mark Wahlberg fits into so many different types of films. Comedy, he fits. Action, he fits. Romance, he fits.
The truth is, in this movie here, Uncharted...
I wouldn't say he fits. For me, I wouldn't say he fits, because you remember that by the end of the Transformers, it had started doing very badly. Yeah. You know, it had started doing very badly. And
what do you expect when you do a movie 4 hours long each time? You get tired of the characters. It's too much, Transformers.
Exactly. And I feel like he is not as a player in Hollywood. He's not A+ list.
You know what he's becoming? He's becoming the younger version of Bruce Willis.
Oh,
exactly.
Come on.
He's getting into every role.
He's between that CB and all of that.
Below the belt.
I didn't think that he did too good for the character Sully, which he's playing inside of Uncharted, because he looks very different, first of all. He doesn't have that deep voice. Tom Holland, fantastic. He was not Spider-Man. He was fantastic, Tom Holland. Good things ahead of that guy. Let's move on now. We've got one more movie, or rather, actually, it's a review of a series that has just ended. Did any of you guys catch the Book of Boba Fett? Well, if you didn't, let's tell you what we think for after this one.
Always fighting for those in need.
The storm is about to break.
That was my best character, Cade. He was my best character. Doesn't look like the same guy from the comics, but still, I think there's some explanations. He's gotten older here. He's still the fastest gun in the West, or in the galaxy.
Fastest draw?
Fastest, he is. I mean, he. You know what I think about Boba Fett? You were saying something. Say what you said from before. You didn't.
Yeah, I couldn't get through the first episode. I lost the ginger halfway.
Do you know why?
So you have
Why? The story was just dragging.
Exactly. One.
You have to be a Star
I am a
Wars
Star Wars fan. I am.
Two,
But
you must remove every mindset of the Mandalorian before going into this, because they're two separate stories. However, they do well together in episode 4 when there is the introduction of the Mandalorian.
Did they introduce with the soundtrack?
Of course, it was introduced in the third episode, and it was. So I think you should see it. However, don't expect too much. It is Star Wars. You have to see it in that same 1970s viewpoint. Because
that's why I
most of
said
them are puppets.
It's the OGs. The OGs
that will appreciate it.
Would really appreciate the Book of Boba Fett. I mean, when you're talking about, when you've gone through all from the movies and all of that all over the years, you would appreciate it. You would enjoy it. So for me, yes, Star Wars. OG quote. So yeah, you just watch it and just chill. Okay, let's just enjoy it.
It's very.
All right. I'll try again.
Do try it. I will. Try it out there as well. You guys might just enjoy it as well. It's come to an end, and the ending was sufficient. That's all I'll say.
I thought we talk about Peacemaker, by the way.
We could maybe second banter. We should.
Did he wear his white pants?
He's still wearing his white pants. We'll talk about that inside the second banter. Do join us then. That's it for the movies. We'll be back with more Wake Up Nigeria. And you're welcome back. Now, from earlier today, inside the first hour, we actually had our movie segment where we talked about some movies and series that you guys should see, but we couldn't finish. And that's why we're back again inside the second hour, because we wanted to talk about something that we're very, very passionate and we found very exciting to watch. Have you guys seen Peacemaker? Have you guys seen Peacemaker?
At least I saw him with his white pants on.
Yeah. He's still got the white pants. But it's come to an end, and it had a very interesting ending. So we want to talk about
what platform?
It was on. What was it on again?
Hulu.
Hulu. It was on Hulu. Yeah.
Nice.
So let's check out the trailer for the final episode, and then we'll be back to talk about the very interesting bit that actually got everybody talking on social media.
Nice.
It's not a rumor. Hear me.
So we had to reverse that because there were a few unsavory words that were used there. But that was the bit that got everybody talking on social media, because the Justice League actually arrived late, albeit, to help the Peacemaker. The end of the show, what did you think after all?
Late. You know, when I look at that, I've seen it with many movies and all of that. That thing where it happened in Mortal Kombat a lot, where Raiden always come after they've killed the parents, and just when they want to kill the baby, that's when Raiden. Okay, was there network issue? Did you use one network when they're calling you?
Wow.
But yes, but you know, the family way to end it in such a way that will make people talk. The show, of course, we knew it was more or less like it was a spoof in some ways, and it was cheesy quite a lot, but the end really got people talking.
Yeah,
I mean, it's sporty for a number of people, even for me, because my plan is to go through all of them together.
Yeah.
But then we love how the universes are coming together from the series to the movies.
Yeah.
I feel like the series
canonization.
Exactly. That's the word. That's the word. That's the word.
And I feel they end up leveraging on each other's characters to help build up each franchise, so that they can at least make a little more money from each one.
I thought it was a bit too late for that one, introducing the Justice League at the very end. Yes, I see how they're trying to weld everything together, but
they're trying to bring him into.
I think the Peacemaker would have enjoyed a bit more of that. What's the word? The influence that the Justice League would have had on it. One being because Peacemaker is not a very lovable character. The entire series tried to make you love him, give him excuses for why he is the way he is, and then you see him change. Yeah, you see him change. Not really. This is like it's an origin
explanation story.
Explanation story. You see him change from that guy that you really loathed to a much more lovable character here. It's a bit confusing at the end, because the plot gives you questions at the end. You know, why the villains? Yeah, were the villains? Yeah. Why the antagonists had this motive, and why the Peacemaker had to play I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
there are plenty of
It's
questions
an
that you should
anti-villain
ask.
kind of movie, so I can understand exactly where you're going. But like you said, it's a good watch for you just chill and enjoy it. How many episodes, by the way, altogether?
There were eight of them.
Eight episodes on all. Yeah. So yeah, put it all together, and then we're looking for, like we mentioned, we're looking forward to what DC has across, especially Black Adam. I mean, we're looking forward to what DC has for 2022, so they are trying to put all of it together.
Only because it's got The Rock in it. I don't think I would be as excited as if it didn't have The Rock in it.
So I'm not sure the backstory of Black Adam. I'm not so sure about his backstory. I'm not so clear about it. But the thing is, anything The Rock Johnson touches turns to gold.
I'll tell you the backstory real quick in the summary.
Yeah.
He's been trapped for 500 years. He's back to avenge his wife and son. And everybody must die. You can't change him, even if you tried.
Okay. I liked Dwayne The Rock Johnson before I heard that backstory.
Yeah.
I do like it.
He ain't no tooth fairy in this one.
I don't bad him that much, but hey, come on, we'll get to see what Black Adam has in store for us.
Let's do a break, guys. We'll be back.